The first time I saw them, I thought I had found beauty in its purest form. It wasn't just their smile or their eyes, it was the way they made me feel, like anything was possible and everything in the world could be beautiful. I thought I had a good sense of what beauty was, but then they showed me that it's not just about looks. It's the way someone makes you feel like you matter, like you're seen, and like you belong. They came into my life like a storm, sweeping away everything I thought I knew about beauty. Now, when I think about beauty, I think of them, someone whose heart shines brighter than their face ever could. I had no idea what true beauty looked like until I met them. They opened my eyes to a whole new world where beauty is not just skin deep, it's a reflection of the soul, and theirs shines brighter than anything I have ever seen. They came into my life and taught me that true beauty is found not in perfection, but in the way someone carries themselves, the way they love, and the way they make you see the world through their eyes. I thought I had seen every shade of beauty, but they came along and showed me something I had never imagined before, a beauty that goes beyond the physical, a beauty that stays with you even when they're not around. When I found someone more beautiful than I ever thought possible, I realized that beauty isn't just about what's visible on the surface. It's about the way they make the world feel warmer, more alive, and more meaningful. There's a kind of beauty that goes beyond the surface. It's the way someone makes you feel, the way their spirit interacts with the world, and how they leave an imprint on your heart that can never fade. I thought I understood what it meant to be captivated by someone, but then they came into my life, and suddenly everything I knew about love and beauty was rewritten. The moment they walked into my life, I realized I had been looking at the world through narrow eyes. They showed me a new perspective, one where beauty is more than just what meets the eye. I never thought I would find someone who could make me forget about the world around me. But then they arrived, and I realized that real beauty is not just something you see, but something you feel. You think you know what beauty is until someone comes along and completely changes your definition. Their beauty is not just in the way they look, but in the way they make you see the world in a brighter light. When I met them, I found the kind of beauty I never knew existed. It wasn't just their appearance, it was the way they moved through life, the way their soul shone, and the way their presence made the world seem more beautiful. It's crazy how one person can come into your life and make everything else fade into the background. They redefine your understanding of beauty and leave you with a new appreciation for the world around you. There are people you meet who make everything else seem insignificant. They are so beautiful, not just on the outside, but in ways that make your heart swell and your world feel brighter. When they entered my life, I realized that I had never really understood beauty before. They were everything I never knew I was searching for, and now I see beauty in ways I had never imagined. The moment I met them, I knew that I had found someone truly remarkable. Their beauty wasn't just about their looks, it was about their heart, their spirit, and the way they made me see the world differently. I used to think I had seen the most beautiful people in the world, but then they came along and showed me that true beauty isn't about what you see. It's about how someone makes you feel inside. Meeting them was like stepping into a new world where beauty was no longer defined by physical traits alone. It's the way they carry themselves, the way they make others feel, and the way they illuminate every room they enter. When I found someone more beautiful than I ever imagined, I realized that beauty can't be measured by conventional standards. It's found in the way someone makes you feel, and in the way they make the world seem brighter just by being in it. Sometimes you meet someone who changes everything you thought you knew about beauty. It's not just their physical features, it's the energy they bring, the kindness they show, and the way they make you feel like you belong. I used to think I understood beauty, but then they came into my life, and everything I thought I knew changed. They showed me that true beauty comes from the soul, and when that shines, nothing else matters. They showed me that true beauty isn't about perfection, but about authenticity and grace. It's not about what's on the outside, but about the way someone makes you feel seen and loved. I thought I had seen beauty before, but when I found them, it was as if the world suddenly revealed a new kind of magic. It's not just their appearance, but the way their soul shines through every word, every glance, every smile. It's strange how you can go through life thinking you've witnessed all the beauty the world has to offer, and then someone walks into your life and you realize you had no idea what beauty truly is. I used to think I knew what it meant to be captivated by someone, but then they came into my life, and everything I thought I knew about attraction and admiration changed. They were not just beautiful on the outside, but their spirit radiated an inner glow that outshone everything. There are moments when you meet someone who shifts your entire perspective on love, beauty, and connection. It's not just their physical presence that leaves you speechless. It's how they make you feel seen, heard, and understood. I never believed in love at first sight, but when I met them, something inside me knew that I had found someone who was more than I could ever have hoped for. Someone who made the world feel like a brighter place. It's amazing how one person can walk into your life and make everything else pale in comparison. You start to see beauty in ways you never thought possible before. And it's not just their outer beauty that captivates you, it's the warmth they carry inside. You meet someone, and it's like the world suddenly rearranges itself to make sense. They redefine what beauty means, and they make you believe that the best parts of life are the ones you never saw coming. When I found someone more beautiful than I ever imagined, I learned that true beauty is not something you can see with your eyes alone. It's the way someone moves through the world with kindness, grace, and a sense of self that makes you feel like anything is possible. It's funny how you can live your life thinking you've experienced the highest form of beauty, only to find that there's someone out there who makes everything else seem insignificant in comparison. They are the kind of beauty that stays with you long after they've gone. I used to think I had seen it all, but then they entered my life and proved me wrong. Beauty isn't just a physical attribute, it's the way someone makes you feel alive, like there's no other place you'd rather be than in their presence. Sometimes you find someone who changes your entire definition of beauty. And it's not just about the way they look, it's how they move through life with confidence, humility, and a deep understanding of who they are. Meeting someone like them is like finding rare treasure, something that makes everything else in your life feel richer, deeper, and more meaningful. Their beauty is more than skin deep, it's the essence of who they are. I thought I knew what it was to be taken aback by someone's beauty, but then they came into my life, and I realized I had never truly experienced it before. Their beauty isn't just in the way they look, it's in the way they make you feel. It's incredible how someone can come into your life and turn everything upside down, making you see beauty in ways you never expected. They are more than just a pretty face. They are the kind of person who leaves an imprint on your heart. You never really understand how deep beauty can run until you meet someone who makes you realize that it's not just their looks, but the way their presence fills up a room, the way their heart beats with sincerity and love. When you find someone who is more beautiful than anything you've ever known, it's like a sudden rush of clarity. You start to see the world differently, as if everything around you is illuminated by the light of their essence. I thought I had seen it all: love, beauty, attraction. But then they walked into my life, and everything I thought I knew changed. They redefined what beauty meant to me, and now I see it in everything I do. True beauty is something that radiates from the inside out. It's not just about how someone looks, but the way they carry themselves, the way they treat others, and the way they make you feel in their presence. Sometimes you come across a person who makes everything else feel irrelevant. It's as if the universe aligns itself to show you that the kind of beauty that truly matters goes far beyond the surface. When I met them, I realized that what I thought was beautiful before was only the surface of something much deeper. They were the kind of beautiful that made me believe in a world where kindness, passion, and love could create miracles. It's funny how life can surprise you. I thought I had seen the most beautiful people in the world, but then I found them and nothing else seemed to compare. Their beauty is not only in their face, but in their very being.